Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here, and it is a Monday. I'm looking through what happened last night at the Grammys, and I'm sitting here apparently in a hole. But watch this. Watch this. Yeah. There you go. That seems. I don't know. I don't like that. All right. We're gonna move. We're gonna move this back up, and then we're just gonna stand up because sitting down just doesn't work. All right. Here we go. There we go. Now we need to go a little bit higher with the board. All right. Wow, that eyebrow's getting a little woolly bear action on that eyebrow over there on this one right here. Yeah, trim that up. All right, we can get some work done on that. What is going on there? Whoosh. All right, just don't mind me just talking about woolly bear eyebrow. I'm just man. Okay. All right. So, anyways, we've got the Grammys last night, and Beyonce wins Country Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter, and then wins the Album of the Year, which apparently she had never won, which kind of surprises me. I'm turning over here because Jordan's standing over there on the wall. She's not participating today. She's in the room. And then what is it? Kendrick Lamar swept all 5 categories he was nominated in, winning a record and song of the year. Let's see. So a lot went on. I watched the first part of the Grammys. Did you get to watch any of the Grammys? I thought it was good. I thought the first hour. I watched the first hour of it. Thought it was good. Oh, Taylor Swift did win. What'd she win for? I don't know. Tortured Poet. No, maybe that was nominated for the album of the year. She didn't win that one. All right, Song of the Year, Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Man, here we go. New artist, rap album. Let's see. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, best pop duo group. Die with a Smile. All right, so there you go. That's the Grammys. But you know what? The Grammys happened before a huge day in music history. Before we get to the huge day in music history, we'll mention Valley Converting, Mike Biasi and everybody in Toronto, Ohio, T-Town, the Gem City. The paper products, if you need them recycled, they can do it for you. They'll take care. What is going on with my collar? It's like I got one. It's a line from Night Shift with Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton. Henry Winkler's in the barber's chair and he's getting a shave, and Michael Keaton's character comes in and says, what do you got going on here? You got a sideburn down here in Lauderdale, down in Florida. The other one's up here in New York. But yeah, it's like this left side is just it's lower than the other side. My neck crooked today? What's going on? Huh. Eyebrows and collars. All right, everybody. Don't mind me just checking in on all my issues. So anyways, yesterday was the Grammy Awards, 67th annual Grammy Awards. But a day in music history that's bigger than the Grammy Awards. It was a huge, unbelievable, shook the world type of day in the music world back in 1959. This is now known, 1959, February 3rd, 1959, the day the music died. Plane crash near an empty field in Iowa. Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, the Big Bopper. Big Bopper was a DJ that also had the hit song Chantilly Lace. They were on a tour. They were on like a barnstorming tour with a number of other other musicians, and they had a bus. Apparently didn't have much heat on it, so they were able to get a plane. So they took a plane, and they thought this will be easier. We'll get there quicker, get some extra rest where they were going to. And the plane crashed, killing Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper, and the pilot that was on board. So 1959, the day the music died. It is a song. It's a lyric in American Pie by Don McLean. Very famous song, very popular song. And it's just one of those days that I can't imagine if something like that would be the equivalent of, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and throw in another entertainer there was a singer. I don't know. I mean, that's how big it was. That's how big it was. I mean, when the day gets named the day the music died, that's pretty serious stuff. So that happened back in 1959, plane crash, and just changed the course of a number of families and musicians across the country. We'll move along from that. National Day, Women's Physicians Day, 1849, first female physician. Day marks the birthday of Dr. Elizabeth Blackwell, the first woman to receive a medical degree, and in 1849, and it basically commemorates her fearlessness or courage to move forward as the first physician. I'm sure she dealt with all kinds of stuff that, people that just were like, we're not a female physician. You've got to be out of your mind. But she got her degree, moved on. And right now there's 35%, at least according to the 2016 survey, 35% of physicians in the United States are women. So Dr. Elizabeth Blackwell, the first one to receive a medical degree back in 1849 and pushed forward, and it commemorates her life and her birthday and how she changed the medical world by becoming the first female physician. It is also, Jordan, I got to get your opinion on this one. National, I don't know. I can't remember. Do you like carrots or not? National Carrot Cake
I don't
Day.
like carrot cake.
You don't like carrot cake? Oh, well. I like carrot cake. Carrot cake's pretty good.
Ugh.
Well, I was reading about carrot cakes. National Carrot Cake Day. Creamy frosting separates the layers of the carrot cake. And apparently, I didn't know that these were the spices. I just knew that it tasted good, at least to me, not to Jordan. Cinnamon and nutmeg go well with the natural sweetness of carrots. I had no idea. No idea that that's what was in there. Nuts and raisins can be added as well, and/or raisins. Don't have to, but some bakers do that. And today, if you check out News 9 Midday on WTOV 9 at noon, Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, he is making a carrot cake.
He is.
He is doing a carrot cake. So we'll figure out how to bake a carrot cake. Joe Boston Jr. checking in. Morning. Morning to you, sir. Thanks for checking in. Greatly appreciate you checking in. Joe, you a carrot cake fan? You like the carrot cake? So we have that. We also have some sports news too. So I'm just kind of getting through the day. Norman Rockwell, the artist, famous artist, Saturday Evening Post, did the paintings of Americana back in the day. Born in 1894, died in 1978. Very famous American artist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I learned about him in art class.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was sensational. Carrot cake. Joe says absolutely. He's in on the carrot cake. All right, Joe. We got 2-1. Joe and Bill 2-1 over Jordan in the carrot cake likeness. And then, this is a big one. I've actually used this maneuver, the Heimlich maneuver. Henry Heimlich, born in 1920, died in 2016. How many lives were saved by the Heimlich maneuver? He was born in 1920
and
died until 2016. So he was 96 years old. But the Heimlich maneuver, of course, if someone's choking, you're behind the person and a couple of thrusting upward movements basically in the chest, top of the abdomen region can shoot out whatever the item is that might be blocking the airways. And I actually had to use that on my son, and it worked, thank goodness. So it's one of those things where if you don't know it, learn it, because it can be a lifesaver. I'm sure it has saved a number of lives. And last night I forgot all about the scene last night, Jordan. It's Groundhog Day, so I watched Groundhog Day, the movie, with Bill Murray and his brother, a fellow actor. He plays one of the muckety-muck officials in Punxsutawney that's in charge of the groundhog, and they're having a big celebration in the restaurant, and he's having a piece of steak. He starts to choke on it. Bill Murray does the Heimlich maneuver and moves on. There you go. So, big day. There you go. Morgan Fairchild, actress, born in 1950, still around. Morgan Fairchild. I can't remember any of the shows that she's in, but I know she was famous. She was very lovely lady, and she was on a number of big shows. And then Massachusetts, Jordan. I forget to write the date down. I think it was 1690. 1690. Massachusetts colony issues the first paper money
Wow.
in the United States. You know who Samuel Clemens is? Samuel Clemens. Put your thinking caps on, everybody. Samuel Clemens. Who's Samuel Clemens? You do. You know who he is, but you know him by another name.
Okay.
An author. He was an author. Samuel Clemens. Samuel Clemens. Mark Twain.
Oh.
Samuel Clemens used his pen name, Mark Twain, for the first time on this date. I forgot to write the year down, so it was a long time ago. But it was on February 3rd, a long time ago. So now, Joe, I don't recall off the top of my head. You're a fan of, is it Ohio State? You like Ohio State? Because there's a couple of big issues, or not issues, big things that happen in the world of sports.
Chip Kelly.
Yeah. Kelly, he leaves Ohio State to become the offensive coordinator with the Oakland Raiders.
I thought it was
Oakland Raiders. What I'm saying,
I thought
Las
it was
Vegas
head
Raiders.
coach.
No, offensive
No,
coordinator.
I swear it said.
No, because Pete Carroll is the head coach, former Seattle
that's
coach.
Right. That's
so
right.
Pete Carroll
I
takes
forgot
over
about
as
that.
head coach. Chip Kelly takes over as offensive coordinator. So, Joe, my question to you as an Ohio State fan is, Chip Kelly leaves as offensive coordinator. Defensive coordinator leaves, goes to Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Everyone's leaving now. That the defensive coordinator goes and gets $3 million a year from Penn State, so why not? And I think he's the head coach in waiting if Franklin can't get the job done at Penn State. Chip Kelly, though, I guess you win a national title. NFL's calling, he goes back and he's in with the NFL. So I think individually for them, it's great moves. But what's it mean for the Buckeyes?
Right.
What's it mean for Ohio State? I mean, they have great talent. Ryan Day brought those coaches in. So does he promote from within? Does he go out and get somebody else? Does he start taking over the play calling?
Mm.
Are Buckeyes fans worried? Next man up, Joe says. What? You know what? There you go. Joe, I apologize. I need to put your comments up. Absolutely. It's about carrot cake. Yes, Buckeyes fan. Ohio State. And now next man up. So we'll have to see if the next man up can keep the Buckeyes challenging for a national title. I think they can. I mean, the talent's there. So that shouldn't be a problem. But interesting moves over the weekend and within a week of each other, the offensive and defensive coordinators are now moving on to different places. The defensive coordinator asked not to attend the victory rally at the Horseshoe when they celebrated the national championship. They said it could be a distraction. You don't need to be here.
Oh.
I'm thinking, what's the distraction? They're just getting applause. I think he could have been there. That's just me. And then Chip Kelly decides he's going to go to the Raiders. So Chip Kelly, Pete Carroll, that's some good coaches. A couple guys that have been able to do it at a high level. Now, Joe, NBA fan, do you like the hoops? Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks.
God, that was actually huge news.
To aid to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, the brow.
Yeah, that was actually crazy when I saw that.
Two
I was
NBA players.
I literally was like, oh my God.
Big move. Now, the Lakers, they're all about the splash. They're all about they want the headlines and everything. Luka Doncic, they want him to come in, win now, help LeBron, see if they can get it done. But you get 76ers fan. All right. Joe's a 76ers fan. But what do you think of that move? Let's say the 76ers somehow make
so many people were reacting to that. Luka going to that move.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So 76ers fans. So Joe, let's say the 76ers play the Lakers or Dallas. What do you think of those matchups? Because now Anthony Davis, he's got Kyrie Irving. So there's a way to get him the ball. He's the defense. He's all defense. And they talked about the culture in Dallas as to one of the reasons why they made the trade.
Mm.
So what's that telling us about Luka Doncic? Is that saying he's not good for the culture? He doesn't work hard enough? He's not, he's because a lot of people thought maybe he's a little out of shape. He comes in a lot, but he scores. These are not my words. Jordan's looking over here, kind of shaking.
I don't really watch the NBA, but I don't agree with that.
Well, I'm just telling you what they said. Telling you what they said, and they said culture. So interesting. Just a big time trade.
Yeah.
You usually don't see that type of trade before during the NBA during the season, but wow. And Anthony Davis, the Lakers moved to get him from New Orleans, and that was a big deal when they made that move to get him. It paid off. They won a title, but it was during the COVID thing, so it's almost as if no one remembers it. Like, Anthony Davis and LeBron James won the title, but it was in COVID. They were in isolation, all that good stuff. But now they haven't done it since then. So the Lakers make a move. Dallas makes a move. Who wins the deal? We'll find out come the playoffs.
Yep.
We will find out come the playoffs. But an interesting weekend of trades and everything. So, Jordan, thoughts? Just random thoughts. Any random thoughts you have going on? How was your weekend?
Good. How was yours?
It was good. And today, allegedly, coming out of the freezer of January, February 3rd, today is going to be close to 60 degrees in the Ohio Valley.
Yep.
What are we doing? What's going on here? Because you know what? Everyone talks about, the freeze, the thaw, the freeze, the thaw. Whew, we've had enough waterline breaks around the Ohio Valley to deal with for quite some time. And now you get 60 degrees, back to 35, back to 40, 50, back to 35, 32. It could get really interesting with the infrastructure. But 60 degrees, I mean, enjoy it. Because tomorrow, I guess it goes down to about 35. So
that's when people are going to get sick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because they want to go around
the weather
and
changes
do the thing.
So much.
All right. Let's see. Joe's back. Any new Steelers news? It's been quiet. It's been relatively quiet. Steelers still trying to figure out who they want to go with. They want to go with Justin Fields. They want to go Russell Wilson. I think they've moved on from Russell Wilson. I don't see Russell Wilson coming back anyway, but that's just me. But I don't see Russell Wilson coming back from there. And I've said my prediction was Justin Fields won't be back.
Oh.
I think there's someone off the roster that's going to be the quarterback next year. I don't know. Could be wrong. But, I mean, Justin Fields would be my pick of the two of them.
Right.
He's younger, more mobile. But if you want to go and win a Super Bowl, is he the guy that's going to do that? Because it's all about the franchise quarterback, and I'm not sure if Russell Wilson isn't anymore. And Fields, I'm with you, Joe. I like Fields. And if there's nobody else that you have out there, you need to re-sign him. But if you're Fields, do you go with, hey, I'm in Pittsburgh, I'm going to be the starter? Or if someone wows you with an offer, let's say the Steelers say, hey, we'll pay you $25 million a year, which, I'd be very happy with. But let's say, who needs a quarterback? I don't know. Just pick a team, any team. So let's say
Browns.
Yeah, the Browns. They need a quarterback. So let's say they say, hey, Justin Fields will pay you $30 million. Or we'll pay you $35 million. Do you go and take the $10 million more? I would think for Justin Fields, yeah. But you have a better chance of winning in Pittsburgh right now. But I'm making $10 million more a year, and I'm sacrificing my body every play.
Right.
That could be interesting. Joe likes Fields. I like Fields. If that's where they're going to go, what do we do? What are we going to do with Najee, running back?
I want to keep him so bad.
Well, that's because you have a jersey that says Najee Harris, number 22 on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would hurt if he leaves. Then he's like, oh, I got to get this Najee
then it's
jersey.
Another jersey that I have to get rid of.
It's one of those things. So that'll be interesting. What are they going to do at running back? What are they going to do in the draft? What are they going to do at wide receiver? You don't pick a wide unless you have a surefire receiver. I don't see that in the first round. I need to get linemen.
Yeah, but I want George Pickens to go.
You want George Pickens to go?
Yeah.
Joe, what do you think about that? George Pickens to move? Why? Drama?
He's a diva.
Well, all wide
he's like it. No, you know how like Antonio Brown became what he became. He's on his way.
Okay.
In my opinion.
In George's opinion, all right. So she wants to see a shakeup at wide receiver. Keep Najee.
Yeah.
Keep Najee, but wide receiver make a move. And then quarterback Fields. Are you cool with that? Or do you want somebody else?
Yeah, but
do any of these moves help the Steelers win anything?
Right. No.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And Joe's right. I think Joe's right on this one. He needs a mentor, but
yeah,
I mean, but is there one out there? That's the thing.
Yeah, he needs. I don't know.
He's extremely talented.
Yeah,
he's extremely talented. But I mean, maybe do you have Hines Ward come back and be the wide receivers coach? Is he going to listen to him? Hines Ward, he is. I think with 1,000 receptions, they changed the rules for how he blocked. He's a Super Bowl MVP. I think eventually he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
So. Is he the type of guy that could come in and mentor him? But the Steelers still need a second wide receiver that is solid.
Yeah.
So that can attract some of the coverage away from Pickens. So I'll be interested to see what happens. Browns, we need more time to talk about that. You got to break it down.
Yeah.
Can they get out? We talked to Mike Florio the other day. Can they get out from underneath that contract if he actually hurt his Achilles doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing? Hurt it during game, but then during rehab, allegedly hurt it down rehabbing, but they sound like they don't believe that. So we'll have to see how that goes. But right now we have to say so long, Jordan. It's time to go. Joe, I can't thank you enough for checking in. Greatly appreciate it. And hey, it's National Carrot Cake Day. So tune in and watch Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen Day. You learn how to make a carrot cake. I'm going to have to take some notes, maybe go home and make a carrot cake. Or just stop at the store and buy one. Because those are always good too. But, it's always fun to make. Ooh, Isabella's coming home this weekend. Maybe I'll make a carrot cake with her. Can't remember if she likes carrot cake or not. We'll have to ask. But Joe, thank you for joining us. Everybody out there, thank you for joining us. Make sure you tune in. Greatly appreciate it. Valley Converting, can't thank you enough for being our sponsor for the 9-Minute Phill-Up. It is greatly appreciated. And if you need your paper products turned into recycling, turned into a new item, please call Mike Biasi and the crew at Valley Converting in the Gem City of Toronto, Ohio. They will take care of you. They are the best in the business. And wait a minute, Joe threw a couple of late ones in there on us. That would be a great move to get Hines. It would be a great move. But that's just me. But if that guy can't get your respect, nobody's gonna. I mean, he was tough as nails. He was really, really good. All right, Joe, love it. It is Monday. We are moving on. Tomorrow we will see you at the same time, 10 o'clock. Joe, don't be a stranger. If you can, stop by. You're welcome anytime. Everybody's welcome. Bring your ideas, bring your thoughts, whatever you want to talk about. We'll talk about it on the 9-Minute Phill-Up. And again, thank you so much. Remember the 2 rules, everybody. 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best. Jordan, thank you so much.
Of course.